What's up, guys? How have you been? How have you been? Okay, I'll see if I can help that. First timers, welcome. It's One Take Tom. Returners, welcome. It's One Take Tom. Let's get to it. Today we're going to be reacting to Eminem, one of his tracks in the Slim Shady EP, Murder Murder. Now this is a massive track, but unfortunately it didn't make it to the LP. But in my opinion, it's one of the most underrated one of his songs. So let's jump straight in and let's crack on.
All I see is murder, murder, my mind think. Makes it too late, forgot to try and stop the crime rate. All I see is murder, murder, my mind think. Murder, 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 kill, kill, kill. All I see is murder, murder, my mind think. Makes it too late, forgot to try and stop the crime rate. All I see is murder, murder, my mind think. Murder, 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 kill, kill, kill.
I mean, you can already hear, it kind of resembles a Puck verse, right? You know, with that sound in the background and sort of the overlay of murder, murder, my mind stay. You know, like he's about to tell us something real here. This song's going to be just one long message, basically. You know, and a bit like Puck and a bit like how he was when he was spreading his message and speaking to people, it has that same sort of feeling here. So we already know it's going to be a deep one, so, you know, strap in. You know, and let's not forget, in and around all the Crazy M, Crazy Shady songs, there's also some really good ones, some really deep songs with a lot of big messages in there. So listen out. Let's keep going.
Makes it too late, forgot to try and stop the crime rate. Left the keys in the van with a gat in each hand. Went up in Eastland and shot a policeman. Fuck a peace plan if a citizen bystands. The shit is in my hands. Here's your lifespan. If it what your life's worth, this money is twice then. Grab a couple grand and lay up in Iceland. See, I'm a nice man, but money turned me to Satan. I'm thirsty for this green, so bad I'm dehydrating. Hurry up with the cash, bitch, I got a ride waiting. Shot a man twice in the back when he tried skating. I want the whole pie, I won't be denied Nathan. Maybe I need my head inside straightened. Brain.
See, I mean, you can kind of hear it. This is the one where he's sort of showing us the size of the criminals. Right, you had a little bit with Guilty Conscience in that you're kind of understanding the bad side of things, what people are doing and why they're doing it with the decisions they're making. You know, it's very easy to see the bad, the bad, the bad, the bad, but why is there bad? You know, what is the reason for the bad happening? And M seems to do this a lot. He likes to address, you know, why they're doing it, maybe so that we can kind of understand a little better. Obviously, these are bad crimes, heinous crimes, things are doing, but let's understand why it happens. And if we can understand why, maybe we can help prevent it. You know, it's interesting he does this so early because this is the same sort of style, the exact same sort of style that he does in that Darkness song. Right, really deep, really harsh crimes, but he's taking us into the account of the actual person doing it. That way we can kind of understand, we can kind of see why, what they're doing. It makes it a little bit more human. It also makes it a little bit more relatable. And you know, we massively overlook all of these bars here because it's just such an easy flowing song. It's another one of these ones where he just kind of talks the whole way through. But let's not forget that he's actually rhyming some insane rhymes at the same time. He's talking about life, he's talking about everything, but he's still rhyming insane as well. Left the keys in the van with a get in each hand. Went up to East Lane, shot a policeman. Right, so again, you hear the flow here, you hear how he sets it up. Beat, bang, beat, bang. You hear the different vowel sounds he uses this time, constructs it in one or two different lines, and then moves on to the next bit, moves on to the next sound, moves on to the next flow. Right, and it's the perfect example here. Went up in East Lane, shot a policeman. Fuck a peace plan if a citizen bystands. Switch, the shit is in my hands, here's your lifespan. And for what your life's worth, the money is twice that. And again, just unbelievable messages in there as well at the same time with these unbelievable rhymes. I mean, it's no wonder so much gets lost in it. You're having to backtrack and recount everything he's just said. Sometimes it doesn't hit until like 2-3 lines after. You're like, oh my god, is that just what he said? That's how you know there are so many levels to this. But let's break it down, let's deconstruct it. This is how it flows and this is how it is. You know, he connects one rhyme and one sound and he continues it on with the bar, and then he slowly morphs it into another sound, and then that's what he rhymes with for the rest of the bar. It's very well done, it's very cleverly constructed. And again, it's just a battle rapper in him that sets these bars up and sets these punchlines up so nicely. And the way he just constructs the flow, it just really works. For what your life's worth, money is twice then. Grab a couple grand, lay up in Iceland. See, I'm a nice man. Switch, but money turned me to Satan. I'm thirsty for this green so much, I'm dehydrating. I mean, damn, he's hitting us hard with it, and then he's still using these sick words and sick rhymes. Hurry up with the cash, bitch, I got a ride waiting. Shot a man twice in the back when he tried skating. Like, hydrating, I ate. Tried skating, hydrating, I ate. Right, listen to the vowel sounds he's using to rhyme. I ate, or I ate, I ate. Again, we can strip it back and just listen to the sounds, and then that's how we know where he's rhyming, what he's rhyming where, and at which point. There's so many levels to this. Let's keep going.
This money is twice then. Grab a couple grand and lay up in Iceland. See, I'm a nice man, but money turned me to Satan. I'm thirsty for this green so bad I'm dehydrating. Hurry up with the cash, bitch, I got a ride waiting. Shot a man twice in the back when he tried skating. I want the whole pie, I won't be denied Nathan. Maybe I need my head inside straightened. Brain contemplating, clean out the register. Get before somebody catches ya, or get to the scripts and it sketches ya. The connection was the prime suspect, but I ain't set to flee the scene of the crime just yet, cause I got a daughter to feed. And $200 ain't enough to water the seed. The best thing would be for me to leave Taco Bell and hit up Chess King, and have the lady at the desk bring money from the safe in the back. Stepped in, waving the Mac. Cooperate, and we can operate and save an attack. This bitch tried escaping the jack. Grab her by the throat, this murder she wrote. You barely heard a word as she choked. It wasn't nothing for her to be smoked. Then I slammed her on the back till the vertebrae broke. Just then, the pigs bust in, yelling freeze. But I'm already wanted for selling keys and a bunch of other felonies from A to Z like spelling bees. So before I dropped to the ground and fell on knees, I bust shots, they bust back. They was squaring the chest, I wasn't wearing the vest.
Jeez, that bar, man, those verse, jeez. And you know he goes in when he just reels it off, bar after bar, line after line. You don't pay attention to the beat because he's just saying stuff for a while. You're just following it. There's so many different sounds and rhymes in there, and word, prime, suspect, crime, just yet. And then he switches it up because I got a daughter to feed, and $200 ain't enough to water the seed. Like damn, like he's spitting straight facts whilst rhyming insane at the same time. Great different wordplay and constructions and play-ons and follow-ons. And he changes the flow, switches a different rhyme, different sound, changes the flow again. Goes on to a new deep topic. You know, at this point, he's just explaining his life. He's explaining the struggles, which is why it's so easy for so many people to relate to him. And again, he's sort of explaining it from this side of view. Why these guys are committing these criminal acts? What are they doing? Why are they doing it? Because they're struggling, they've got nothing left. You know, I just keep working this dead-end job. Maybe I should just go rob a bank, it'll be quicker, I'll be able to provide for my family, you know. It's hard. It's tough. I mean, obviously you should never do anything that harms another person. But I can completely understand the struggle and wanting to survive and fend for your family. There's got to be a way that's safe for everyone, where you can come together and that just helps everyone. Unfortunately, not many people help each other in this world, so. There's so many other bars as well. This bitch tried escaping the jack. Grabbed her by her throat. It's murder she wrote. You barely heard a word as she choked. It wasn't nothing for her to be smoked. Slammed her on her back till her vertebrae broke. Jeez. And again, he's going with the graphic visuals, you know. Very extreme, but it helps visualize it and we see it. I mean, and his insane rhyming here, what is it? And a bunch of other felonies from A to Z, like spelling bees. So before I dropped to the ground, felonies, Jesus, come on. And he's only just subtly doing that. He's just popping that in there whilst he's telling up some really deep message. But it is sad, you know. They've got no other way out. This is what they feel like the only way they can do. And then they end up with having to shoot out at the end and just dying. What's it for? What's the point? There's got to be a better outcome to life than that. It's hard. But this is why it makes it real. You know, he keeps it real. He explains what's going on out there, the struggles of people. And you know, this is prime Detroit, young M voice. This is so, it works so well with the storytelling. Let's keep going with this because that chorus is great.
Bust in, yelling freeze, but I'm already wanted for selling keys and a bunch of other felonies from A to Z like spelling bees. So before I dropped to the ground and fell on knees, I bust shots, they bust back. They was squaring the chest, I wasn't wearing the vest. All I see is murder, my mind think. Makes it too late, I forgot to try and stop the crime rate. All I see is murder, my mind think. Murder, 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 and kill, kill, kill. All I see is murder, my mind think. Makes it too late, I forgot to try and stop the crime rate. All I see is murder, my mind think. Murder, 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 and kill, kill. shut your yakking mouth. Or blow the brain from out the back of your scalp. Drug her by her hair, smacked her up, figured fuck it, mug her while you're there. Jacked her up, stole her car, made a profit. Grab a tape from out the deck and launched it out the window like the girl and set it off did. Jetted off, kid, stole the whip, now I'm a criminal. Drove it through somebody's yard, dove into this swimming pool. Climbed down and collapsed on the patio. I made it out alive, but I'm injured badly though. Parents screaming.
Johnny, go in and call the police. Tell them there's a crazy man disturbing all of the peace.
Tried to stall him at least long enough to let me leap up. Running their crib and at least leave with some little cheap stuff.
I mean, in and amongst all of it, you know what he's like. He loves to throw in a bit of humour as well. So there's some sarcastic tones in there. You know, there's some funny little punchlines. There's some little bits of irony and humour as well. So, you know, all of it together is great stuff. But again, listen to the content. Listen to the substance of this. You know, the struggles. People don't think there's nothing else to do, so they turn to crime. They turn to stealing. But then obviously, what does that do? It hurts other people. It harms other people. So it's just not worth it. Stuff like that, most crimes like that, most of the time ends up with your life, so it's not worth it. But I love the different sounds he chooses to use when he rhymes, right? There are certain vowel sounds, certain assonant sounds that sound better to rhyme than others, right? So say you wanted to do like do, that sound, ooh, is different to back, pack, that, cat, that. Sounds a bit better than do, loose, do, doesn't flow as easily or quickly, right? But back that or biggity did, right? Those different sounds work better. So that's where he's very particular with what words he uses, what sounds he uses, because some of them just sound better within the construction anyway. I mean, those sounds will always sound good. So left the house pulling out the dryer, backing out, blew the back end out. This lady's jack started blacking out, Mac 10 out. Stuck it in the face, shut your yak your mouth, right? Dack it out. And that also helps carry the beat a little, carry the flow a little bit. So that also changes the tempo with it, speeds it up, slows it down, changes it up. And you can hear the way he flows, the way he constructs it differently, the way he kind of sets it up for himself. Bada beep, bada beep, bada beep, bada beep, bada beep, bada beep. Right, you can kind of hear just from the sounds the way he's going to construct the punchline, where it's going to land, where it's going to hit. And then that's also how he is able to change the flow, switch it up, change to a different style in the next two bars. And again, he'll use a bit of the sound previously, bring it forwards, and then change the end sound and then mix it up. And that way he'll add different sort of sounds and rhymes. And then that way he comes up with different flows and he's continuing it on to the next one. So started blacking out, pulled the Mac 10 out, stuck it in the face, shut your yakking mouth, blow the brain from back your scalp. Drug her by her hair, smacked her up. Figured, fuck it, mug her while you're there, jack her up. Switch, stole a car and made a profit. Grabbed the tape out of the deck and laughed it. Out the window like the girl said it off it. Jetted off, kid. Stole the whip, now I'm a criminal. Drove it through somebody's yard, dove into the swimming pool. Right, you see how he just, sometimes the pause is what enables him to switch into a different flow. Or his emphasis on a certain word or a certain vowel sound then enables him to switch it up into a different flow. Climbed out and collapsed on the patio. I made it out alive, but I'm injured badly though. Badly though. And again, now, you know, we're getting into the craziness of the story. It's going to escalate. It's going to get worse. There's two sides. This person's now stealing. These people don't know what's going on, so they're going to call the police. What's going to happen when the police come? We all know what happens when the police come. So let's go and see.
Jacked her up, stole a car, made a profit. Grab a tape from out the deck and launched it out the window like the girl and set it off did. Jetted off, kid, stole the whip, now I'm a criminal. Drove it through somebody's yard, dove into this swimming pool. Climbed down and collapsed on the patio. I made it out alive, but I'm injured badly though. Parents screaming.
Johnny, go in and call the police. Tell them there's a crazy man disturbing all of the peace.
Tried to stall him at least long enough to let me leap up. Running their crib and at least leave with some little cheap stuff. Acting like they never seen nobody hit a lick before. Smashed the window, grabbed a Nintendo 64. When they sell out in stores, the price triples. I ran up the block, jumping kids on tricycles, and collided with an 80-year-old lady with groceries. There goes cheese, eggs, milk, and post toasties. Stood up and started to see stars. So many siren sounds, it seemed like 1,000 police cars. Barely escaped, must have been some dumb luck. Jumped up and climbed the back of a moving dump truck. But I think somebody seen me maybe. Plus I lost the damn Nintendo when I must have dropped the beanie baby. Fuck it, I give up. I'm surrounded in blue suits. Came out with a white flag, hollering truce. Surrendered my weapon to cops. Wasn't me, it was the gangster rap and the peppermint schnapps.
All I see is murder, my mind think. Makes it too late.
Love a Fade as well. So good. I mean, what's crazy about that is that was like, what, 14, 15 years ago? Still talking about the police in that way, you know, murder, murder, my mind state. Still all about that. What's changed? Not much. Seems to follow the same trends to me, so. It's just sad, you know. Tupac was talking about this. Ice Cube was talking about this. M's talking about this. Doesn't change. But I mean, what a track. Again, everyone always overlooks because he does have a lot of controversial songs. He swears a lot. He says some controversial things. But he has so many good messages as well in there. So many good songs. Real deep meaning behind. He's explaining the struggle. He's explaining from these people's side. Which is big, you know. It's big to be that open-minded, to see why, to look at the side of the criminal and understand the side of the criminal. Rather than just judging and saying, oh, put him away, lock him up, blah, you know, all this. Why are they doing it? Most of the time they're doing it because they don't feel like they've got anything else left. So this is what they've got to turn to. There's a difference between people doing it for fun and people doing it because it's their last resort. You can sympathise a little bit with people who do it for the last resort. And again, you should never do anything that harms anyone else. But I can understand the struggle. And M certainly understands the struggle. So it's nice for him to say it in these songs and bring it out in these songs where people can relate to him. And you know, if you're ever going through shit, you put on a song like this or you put on one of these tracks. You really vibe to it and you really feel that other people are going through the same sort of thing that you're going through. And then it helps you feel a little bit better in that moment. Even if it's just for that one song, at least you're feeling better for a moment. So I have a big appreciation for M when he does songs like this, right? He's putting the message out there. He's talking about the struggle. He's relating himself to us. And he's making absolutely banging music for us to vibe to. I mean, let me know what you thought, but I don't know how this one didn't make it to the LP. Especially with tracks like Rock Bottom and As the World Turns, you know, things like that. This would have fit in really well. But what a track this is, you know. Big shout for Hanks and Nate for recommending it. Thanks a lot, Jack. I hope you enjoyed it. This is a massive tune, massively underrated. So let me know if you knew about this already, or let me know if you're hearing about this for the first time. This is old school Shady. I mean, you can hear it there. Raw, storytelling, young voice, visualizing it all. Big message behind it. So big shout for Shady for this one. Really appreciate the track. Big shout for you guys for watching. Really appreciate your time. But let me know what you thought. Let me know your reaction. Let me know what you want me to react to next. This has been One Take Productions. I'm One Take Tom. I'll see you on the next one. Gee.